Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I'm making a video on spirituality and energetic alignment after a very long time. And in this video we are going to talk about how people who are healers, who are empathetic and who might be doing some spiritual practices, who have an increase in their energetic growth and different kinds of growth that we experience in spirituality, how they can protect their energies. And I'm not going to talk about some physical activities that you can do because I think the YouTube is filled with it. But I feel it's more of your mental and your emotional process, because we have to know that by our intentions, we can really gatekeep our energy. You know who is a gatekeeper, right? How the gatekeeper or the watchman does not allow certain type of people who may not be beneficial for your society or for your household to enter. So we are going to talk at that level. For example, on a physical level, there are things like this crystal. I'm wearing a clear quartz. This is good for healing and protection, both the purposes. But these are like batteries, very small tiny batteries, so they will only work if the device is working properly and if you have programmed yourself really well. And when I call about programming, it's essentially your thought patterns, your mindset and your emotions. So we are going to see what you can do at that level. Now, when I say empaths, when I say healers, we can include all the people like therapists, life coaches, psychologists, doctors who are into caregiving profession, nurses, and also teachers. Also, there are some people who naturally have healing vibes. The person may not be doing any kind of healing work to anybody, but if you just go close to them, you feel warm, you feel that you are recharged. So all of these people can be put into the category of healers. And also people, who are doing the spiritual practices and they are feeling a rise in their own energy. Now, what happens is that, and this was a question which was asked to me in one of the group sessions, and I felt it's a very good question to be addressed. Where the person asked me that when we are doing our spiritual practices and our radical growth happens, we reach from a low vibration to a higher vibration, and then people around us, like our family members and all, they may be staying in the similar vibration. And sometimes due to which we don't put our steps forward, we stop our own growth, or they start bothering us in some ways, because an energy exchange is always happening with everybody who's there in our family, or people whom you work with, all of those things. So, how do you actually, use the energy that you are now creating by your practices or by your own growth journey for the things that you actually want to do? That is an important question. Now, we have to understand here that what we want as empaths or as people who are sensitive is that they can't see the pain of other people that much. Okay, so if somebody is at a lower level, lower energy level, or they think they are lower, then they want to help that person and get them to a higher energy level, equal to them, more to them. All of that is a way in which empaths or people who are kind of saviors, who like to save other people, their mindset is like this, that I want to save this person. So even if you're not doing it consciously, you might be doing that subconsciously. So, whenever your worth is attached to saving people, you will always end up losing a lot of energy. And this will happen unconsciously. So, what you have to do? You have to remember two things. Now, see, whenever you say somebody is at a lower vibration, somebody is at a higher vibration, what you're doing essentially is you're putting labels onto, I am in a better place, somebody is not in a better place. And that is relative, right? So if you're somebody who is maybe at a higher energy level than me, then you might be feeling that, oh, she's talking about such silly things, I already know this, why is she making a video about that? And if you are somebody who is maybe not at that level, and whatever I spoke, you just got conscious of it, then you know that maybe we are at a different level of awareness. So these are the things which happen. So we put labels that this is higher and this is lower, and higher and lower is always relative. So we should not put these labels, because every individual has a unique spiritual journey into this lifetime. So my spiritual journey and your spiritual journey is not the same, and me unnecessarily trying to meddle into your life, into your karma, into your actions is not good. So that kind of detachment we don't understand. Now you would be thinking that I am a life coach, I help people, to improve their lives, to correct their actions, to change them in a good way, all of that. But we also have to do this with a detachment that I am just a mirror for people to reflect. So I have to reflect the truth, I have to reflect whatever is happening and help them into the growth that they really want to, right? So when I do that, when I act as a mirror, a lot of that process is happening from a place of detachment. That is why it is said, therapists or coaches, they don't work as clients with their own family members. They're not allowed to, especially in therapy. So in that case, because there is attachment, there is a lot of attachment, and attachment means energy exchange. Attachment means energy is going to be exchanged. So whenever there will be judgment, there is actually no place for detachment and empathy. So first we should remove these labels. Second, as I said, that we have to understand that every person's spiritual journey and karmic journey is different. So you are going to allow yourself to follow your own path, whatever you are doing in your life right now. So if you have gathered this amount of energy and you want to, let's say, start making videos, or you want to start teaching people, or you want to take meditation classes, whatever you want to do with that, do it, as a part of your own karma, and let people do their own karma. So, you do you and let people do what they are doing, because we are not here to meddle into each other's spiritual business like this, right? Whatever is the transactions are happening. And that is how you can set an intention that if there was a very beautiful intention that was shared in one of the podcasts by one of the healers, that if a broken person is coming to me, let them come as my clients. She used that. I personally don't use this affirmation. I don't feel the need to, because I don't see people as broken. And I don't even see people, that this person is at a lower vibration, because I know that these things can be easily changed. But yes, when I was also just starting, I used to also feel that. And that is also a message that your spiritual ego is increasing. That means calling yourself spiritual, calling other people non-spiritual. And just because for a lot of people, just because spirituality is a very cool term, we use it, but there's some people who are genuinely energetically aligned with their spiritual practices. So I am nobody to comment whether you're spiritual or not spiritual, because that doesn't matter. Spirituality is such a growing and a slowly growing, or sometimes fast growing process. And I have no control over your spiritual growth and your spiritual journey. So if you ever want me to be a mirror for the reflection, I can be that for people. I can help them in their growth. But clearly drawing this kind of detachment is very, very important for you and for other people as well. So if you want to keep your mind strong, if you want to keep your energetic boundaries strong, then always set this intention that I am gatekeeping my energy, and I'm going to use it for the purpose that I have in my life right now. So whatever your purpose is there, you can always start your day with setting these kind of intentions. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If you have certain tips and techniques that you might be using as a empath, as a healer, as a spiritual practitioner, you can share in the comments.